The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-651-8046. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations.
Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer basketball. It's time for the Josh Comnick Growl Incorporated and Schnatter Chiropractic pregame show. And I'm your host, Josh Comnick. We're at home in Lincoln as the Railers get ready to take on the Generals from Decatur MacArthur High School. In just a moment, I'll be joined by Scott Kirby as we break down tonight's matchup. We thank you for joining us on the home of every Lincoln Railer contest this season, WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Again, Railer fans, thanks for joining us here from Coach Neil Alexander Court at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, getting set for conference action. The final game of the Central State 8 slate as the Railers come into the contest with a record of 20-8 on the season, 8-1 in Central State 8 play, while the Generals from MacArthur 22-3 and a perfect 9-0 in conference action. The Railer sophomores just fell to MacArthur 51-41. We'll send it back to the studios for a quick break and be back with more of the Growl Incorporated and Schnatter Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, getting set for Central State 8 action here on a Friday night, the last conference play that the Railers will take part in as the Railers travel to Fairbury Prairie Central on Tuesday, February the 13th, and then senior night is back here February 16th, a week from tonight, as we take on the Champaign Central Maroons. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Connor Shaw here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. And Scott, the Railers off a, I'd say, disappointing defeat on Tuesday to the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Not that Cyclones aren't a good team, because they are, and there's a great chance we're going to see them again in the regional play. But just the way the Railers came out on Tuesday, not ready to roll, and the Cyclones got up early on us, and we could never get on top. I don't think we led in the game the whole game, and we just could never get over that hump. Obviously, something against the MacArthur team now, 22-3 on the season, a perfect 9-0 in league action, that you cannot repeat Tuesday, or this could be way worse than it was against MacArthur, or against SHG.
Yeah, you saw a little bit in the JV game too, where they kind of just took the air out of the ball and ate that clock, there and towards the end of the third and the fourth period. And yeah, if we get off to a slow start tonight, and if Decatur, they get out to a hot start, it's going to be tough to bounce back and pull back to get in the game. So Railers typically do get off to a slow start, but tonight we can't.
No, you're right. We cannot at all. This is a team that we've seen down in Collinsville that comes at you in waves of pressure. And you talk about, we didn't handle the pressure from SHG real well. We turned the ball over several times in that full court press. You will see that here against a Tyrese Bryson coached General team, a player that played here against me back when I was a junior, and then went on to have a great career at ISU. And he has had this program rolling ever since he's gotten there, and they seem to just reload every year. They're continuous, they're fierce. I told Carson before he got out of the car tonight, I said, you better be strong and tough tonight, because these guys will flat out get after you, and it's a different kind of pressure that they can provide.
Yeah, and this is a team that Coach Al prepares for all season long. When you schedule or you go up against a Collinsville and a Quincy and even a Rock Island, you're seeing that pressure and the bigger team, and hopefully that prepared this team for tonight. And like you said, Josh, they're going to come out and pressure you. We just got to move the ball, take care of the ball, number one. We can't have a whole lot of turnovers that give them an extra possession.
Yeah.
So be smart and be strong, and hopefully they can get out to a quick start.
And watch Mr. Stevie Tatum from the outside the perimeter. I saw him play against O'Fallon down in Collinsville, and he can flat out light it up. Stevie Tatum, a 6'2" senior, is the sharpshooter for the Generals on their side. We'll take a quick break here and be back with more of the pregame. And you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
On a Friday night, getting set for Central State action, the only game for the Railers here on this weekend as the Generals from MacArthur come to Coach Neil Alexander Court here in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Connor Shaw here from Lincoln High School as the Railers check into the contest with a record of 20-8 on the season, 8-1 in Central State 8 play, while the Generals 22-3 and 9-0 in conference action. And Scott, the Generals come in averaging 67 points a game on the offensive end, giving up 52. The Railers at just under 44 points per game, giving up 39 now. And something will have to give with those two things. The Generals way too active. I think the Railers are going to. I don't think you can count on holding the Generals to your average at 39. The Railers are going to have to put up in the 50s, I think, to get away with a win here tonight.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. And scoring's been kind of hard for us. We struggle at times, but if the senior Schilling can get off to a start and Gowan, and we're going to need Gabe Spit, well, we're going to need everybody tonight, no doubt about it. But, scoring for us has kind of been the issue all year long, and luckily our defense is pretty solid. So, like you said, something's got to give, and hopefully our offense comes out clicking.
Well, we're going to have to handle the pressure, and I think when the Railers get in the half court, they're going to have to really put their head down and get to the hoop. There's so much pressure that the Generals apply to you. I was talking with Carson just in the last couple of days about, when they put that much pressure on you, it should be you should be at their mercy, putting them in a fear of you going to the basket or shooting. And right now, and at least last night or against the Cyclones on Tuesday, when the Railers attempted 29 threes, that can't happen here tonight unless we hit a bunch of them. The Railers are going to have to get to the hoop, put some pressure on the MacArthur pressure, and if you don't shoot layups, you got to get to the foul line. And tonight will be a test to see if the Railers can turn the corner and get to the basket. Hayes will be a big part of that as well. He's athletic enough, big enough, to turn the corner and get to the basket. And when we do there, we're going to have to finish our layups.
Yeah, and before we end the pregame, Josh, the Railers, the regional seedings came out today. Railers with the number 1 seed, and they get a bye the first round, and they'll take on the winner of Sacred Heart Griffin and Springfield High School. So we just saw Sacred Heart Griffin a few days ago.
Yeah,
didn't fare too well.
Railers have a tough regional. I mean,
they do.
We kind of looked through the brackets, and I would say the Railers have the toughest. If we do get by what we think would be SHG in that first game, you're going to get most likely Lanphier on their home court.
Yeah, and we know how that ended up the last time. And
it was good with the Railer W, but it was really close.
And it was close when they were here too. And it's what they say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but we got to get by that first game first before we even think about that one. But should be exciting.
Yeah, it'll be. And what has added to this game is there's a chance for a tie for the Railers. So not only just a regular season game, but a chance to tie in our league, which is a big deal. There's the Central State is a tough conference, top to bottom, and it was all year here with MacArthur at 9-0, the Railers at 8-1. Something we'll have to give and to see if the Railers can put together a nice home court advantage
we had a listener wanting to know if there's a tiebreaker. I don't believe there is.
I don't think there's a tiebreaker. I'm assuming you go with a split. I don't think there's a head-to-head. Normally it does go head-to-head, but I think in the past that we've split several times in Central State in years past, and I think that's what it'll go to here again tonight. But if we get a W, then we'll find out, I guess. Right? No questions asked. Somebody will tell us what's going on. That's going to wrap it up for us on the pregame show after word from our sponsors. Scott and I'll be back here in Lincoln to bring you the play-by-play action as the Railers take on the Generals. As always, a big thank you goes out to all of our sponsors. This has been the Josh Comnick and Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. Member SIPC. Culvers of Lincoln. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland. Discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Missy's Sweet Shop, specializing in custom cookies, cupcakes, wedding cakes, and birthday cakes. Stop by the shop in downtown Atlanta, call 309-825-5291, or go online to missyssweetshop.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking.
Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer Basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you tonight's contest from Lincoln, Illinois on the campus of Lincoln Community High School as the Lincoln Railers take on the Generals from Decatur MacArthur. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick and Connor Shaw on the camera tonight, and Joel Lee back at the studio, and we are all set to bring you tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners and viewers that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the Mixler app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. As mentioned before, the Railers come in tonight's game with an overall record of 20-8 and an 8-1 record in the Central State 8, while the Generals have an overall record of 22-3, 9-0 in the Central State 8. It's time to check tonight's list of the games, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. And if you're looking to buy, check the listings at MeRealty.com. Josh, what are the 3 keys to tonight's game?
A little bit of like what happened against SHG. You can't let these guys get off to a hot start because they ride a lot of momentum. And it seems to me that we watched them in the years past and even down in Collinsville this year, when they start to go, they really turn up the pressure. So you got to stop them right away early, and you got to be able to handle their pressure. So there's 2 of them, and then you've got to rebound. These guys can really rebound the basketball. They're aggressive on the boards. In order to come out here with a W, I think tonight for the Railers, they're going to have to play probably the best game that they've played all season long.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. Josh, WLB 7th grade boys won championship last night over in East Peoria. Class 1A champs for the Wolverines. Congratulations to them. You've got a game tomorrow over in state. You play at 10 o'clock over in Warrensburg-Latham. Good luck to you guys and the Panthers. Hopefully you guys can keep on advancing and have another broadcast on WLCN.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's our goal. It's that first session is tomorrow, and you got to get two wins to get to the championship. 1 win gets you some hardware, so we'll take care of the first one first and see what happens after that. And our guys have been ready. Been playing good basketball as of late, and exciting. The guys are ready, and we've had a long 4 days of practice. As you've talked with Coach Al a lot, the guys and the coaches also get tired of practicing at this time of the year, and we've had a couple good days of practice going over what they're going to do, and now it's time just to lace them up and see who plays the best at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Absolutely. And the Lady Railers start their road to the championship Monday night as they travel up north to Geneseo to take on Geneseo in that first game at 6 o'clock. Good luck to the Lady Railers, and hopefully they can keep it rolling and get back to the state championship.
Yeah, I had a lot of people ask me if we'll be able to bring the games to the broadcast and to Railer Nation if they don't want to make the long trip to Geneseo. Obviously, we would love for you to go there and support them, but our other crew will be traveling to Geneseo. Jay Harden and Coach Proby will be up there for 2 games, I hope, and then get us back here in the area. Hopefully East Peoria, I believe, right, for the sectional.
East Peoria for the sectional, and hopefully they can get through all that. They got a tough road ahead of them, or they're the regional they're in, or sectional, I should say. Got a lot of good teams, but the Lady Railers rolling right now. We're going to take a commercial break as we get set for the playing of the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Coach Neil Alexander Court, getting set for the starting lineups between the Generals and your Lincoln Railers. The Railers 20-8 on the season, 8-1 in conference play. The Generals 22-3 and a perfect 9-0 in the Central State 8 action. A chance for the Railers to share the conference title here tonight is what is on the line here.
The Generals of MacArthur High School.
And you will hear the roar of the Railer Nation as by far the biggest crowd that we've had here this season. Not quite capacity, but pretty close to capacity here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium.
22-3, 9-0 in Central State Conference play, and they start tonight. Number 10,
First man out, 6'2" and a junior. Number 10, King Dees. At another guard, 6'2" and a senior, number 5, Stevie Tatum.
Number 12, 6'4" and a sophomore, Sean Lee.
6'4" and a sophomore, number 12, Sean Lee. 6'2" and a senior, number 1, Sam Owens. And 5'10" and a senior, number 3, M.J. Murphy. The Generals are coached by Tyrese Bryson.
I'd like to let our listeners and viewers know that WLCN received news late today that we will not be allowed to provide live video stream coverage of any of the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball games from the Geneseo Regional.
Unreal.
WLCN will be allowed to broadcast via radio and audio only on the Mixler app, but live stream video is not permitted. This information stems from a decision by the IHSA Illinois High School Association giving NFHS member schools streaming rights,
which is a camera basically provided by the school that you have to pay a fee of.
A fee,
right? I don't know what the fee is, but I've heard $7, $8, $10, something like that. I don't know that. I don't think that's per game. I think that's per month. So if you think that it's worth it for you, then that's the only way. And unfortunately, that's what the IHSA does. The IESA did it to us last night when we were over in East Peoria, taking part in the 7A state championship for the WLB Wolverines. So it's not at all our decision, because we would love to bring it to you, but it's the IHSA, and boy, it's kind of unfortunate, really.
Yeah, it is, and it's just something that we provide that over the years has really grown, and we've had a lot of viewers, watching our live streams.
Not only from our area, from all over the country.
Yeah, and that affects our sponsorships as well, because now they're not getting the kudos that they deserve.
Get ready for the Railer starting lineups. First man out, 6'2" and a sophomore, number 5, Komnick. Carson Comnick.
Number 3, 6 foot and a senior.
6 foot and a senior, number 3, Schilling. Trey Schilling.
Number 30, 6'5" and a
6'5" and a junior,
junior, Drew Hayes.
number 30, Hayes. Drew Hayes. 5'8" and a senior, number 10, Carson. Keon Carson.
And number 4, 6'2" and a junior.
And 6'2" and a junior, number 4, Smith. Gabe Smith. The Railers under the direction of head coach Neil Alexander. Assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McCullen, Gary Rademacher, and Zach Don.
And we are all set for tonight's action between the Lincoln Railers and the Decatur MacArthur Generals. Decatur MacArthur in their traveling blue with white numbers and letters, and the Railers in their home whites.
Boy, nice crowd here for Roy.
Yeah, very nice
Just
crowd.
got a text from another Railer that said it's not been this full in a long time, and he's exactly right. It's nice to see all the Railer Nation out here supporting this team on a big game here in Lincoln.
Tonight's opening tip, sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, as Hayes and Lee go to center court. Well, I got goosebumps right now.
Yeah.
Ball's up, tipped, and Drew Hayes tips it back to Keon Carson to open tonight's matchup. They'll work it to the right to Schilling, now up top to Hayes. Hayes will dribble left, kick it to Comnick. Comnick pulls up, jumper on the way, couldn't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Lee for the Generals.
Yeah, the head coach ran that play that Hayes gets it and goes right at Comnick's area, and Carson came off the handoff with a nice jump shot. Couldn't get it to go. The Generals in early.
Feed it down low to number 10. He'll get it to go. That is Dees for the bucket. 2-0 Generals.
And they went high-low just like SHG did. Got to the free throw line, and then they go right into that area where there was an opening.
Schilling, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Keon tries to track it down and stepped on the baseline in the process. Turnover, or not turnover, just a loose ball out of bounds. Generals ball.
I'm sure the Generals took a note from SHG as they got it into the free throw line and then went down low, and that's exactly what the Generals did the first time. Free throw line down to a point-blank layup for Dees.
Murphy with it, now over to Dees. Now over to Tatum, left wing, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Smith there with the rebound.
Yeah, Tatum, that's the guy that we talked about in the pregame. He's their shooter, and he tried one there from deep. Good rebound by Smith.
Railers with the basketball, 2-0 Generals. Game just underway. Smith now to Schilling. Schilling goes left, gets it to Keon. Keon kicks it in the corner to Smith, now Hayes. Now they'll work it back to the left. Keon, corner, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Carson Comnick went over the back and tipped it to Schilling, but they're going to call Comnick with the foul. First foul on Comnick, first team foul for the Railers. Dees a little trap now, he'll throw it up, tapped away right to Tatum, up and good.
Yeah.
Good idea by Keon, just tapped it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, Keon tried to get up and tap it away. I don't think he thought there was a couple more Generals there to go up and secure it. I think he could have went up and grabbed it.
4-0 Generals, 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Schilling with the basketball. Kick it over to Keon. Now Hayes will pop out. Keon
Well, and they're going to do
keeps the ball.
exactly what we thought, Scott. Just keep Keon's man right in the middle of the lane to clog up everything. I don't know how long Coach is going to be able to go with Keon here.
Keon dribbles in, kicks it out to Smith. Now up top to Hayes. Hayes will dribble in, give it to Schilling. Schilling's going to dribble in, kick it out to Keon. Keon pulls up, jumper on the way, no good. Murphy over to Tatum. Now back up top to Murphy. Now they'll feed it inside, kick it out. Tatum, 3 on the way from the wing, airballed it. Now a rebound, offensive rebound from Dees is up and good.
Yeah, now 3 straight baskets right around that basket we talked about. You got to rebound the misses, and Dees was right there for the air ball. 6-0 Generals to start.
Hayes dribbles in, up, off the backboard, and good.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need, Scott. Put your head down and get to the hoop. These guys are way up on you when they play this kind of pressure this close to you.
Feed Dees, now he'll kick it out ball. There's Tatum with it, partially blocked by Hayes. Schilling with the rebound.
You got to make him honor your drive, and Hayes did that and got to the hoop for a layup.
Now they'll work it around the perimeter. Keon right wing. He'll dribble left. Get on his guy, up with the right. Couldn't get it to go. Generals come away. They look to push. Feed it underneath, and there's a foul. Didn't get it to go. And Owens will go to the line for two. Miller and Gowan set to check in. Free throw on the way is up and good for Owens. Second one from Owens, up and good. 8-2 Generals, 4:36 to go in the first. Miller with the basketball. He'll push left, now get it up to Hayes. Hayes, travel.
Boy, and that's what that pressure does, is they just try to speed you up a little more than what you're comfortable with. And Hayes trying to get going too quickly. The ball was behind him, and he took a couple steps. So turnover Railers, and the Generals in good position here to start.
8-2, Generals with the lead. Tatum, guarded by Schilling. Now over to Dees, all the way across to Murphy. Now to Dees in the corner, he'll dribble in, up with the right. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll be fouled and go to the line for two.
Yeah, drive to the baseline against Smith. Smith unable to cover the baseline. And the Railers with 3 fouls already here in this first quarter. Smith with his first.
First free throw for Dees is no good. Sanders going to check in for Smith. Second free throw from Dees, up and in and out, no good. And Gowan there with the rebound. Gives it to Hayes. Hayes kicks it up to Miller. Miller in the corner. Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it! Yeah. Schilling with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and it's 8-5.
Good press breaker by the Railers. Hayes got it, and again put his head going to the basket. Able to find Schilling in the corner, and Schilling lights it up there with a big basket.
Tatum, they'll feed Lee. Now they'll kick it out to Tatum. Tatum to Murphy. 3 on the way, no good. Schilling with the rebound. Kick it all the way up to Gowan. Now they feed a wide open Sanders under the basket. He'll lay it up and good. 8-7 with 3:20 to go in the first.
General has just lost their man, and that time nobody had Frank. I think it was just because Frank checked in for Smith and nobody communicated for the Generals on Smith going out and Sanders coming in, and Frank wide open underneath. Good look there by Gowan.
Murphy all the way across the court to Tatum. Now to Dees. Over to Murphy. Murphy dribbles, now spins right. Kicks it back out to Dees. Over to Tatum. Tatum, 3 on the way. Got it.
Yeah, he's not going to miss too many of them. He was 0 for 2 to start the game, and they got that ball movement going and found Tatum right in the corner, right on the line, too.
Railers with the basketball, down 4. Sanders over to Schilling, left wing. Up top to Hayes. Now Gowan, right wing. Gowan's going to pull up for a 3. Way too long. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Lee for the Generals.
Well, you can see Tatum ready to shoot about every time he catches it. He's got it locked and loaded. The Railers going to have to really find him.
Almost drug his foot. Able to keep his pivot foot. Murphy kicks it out to Dees. Lost it. Now Miller loses it. Now they chuck it out to Tatum. Tatum over to Murphy. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 3 on the way by Dees is off the rim, no good. And Lee gets the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on the Railers.
Offensive rebound number 2 for the Generals, and we talked about a key to the game was to keep the Generals off the offensive boards. When you get them to miss, you've got to get that rebound.
Fouls on Schilling, his first, team 4th. They'll kick it out. Now Tatum, kick it in the corner to Murphy. Murphy dribbles in, pulls up for a jumper, airballed it, fought for underneath. Still fought for, and Hayes is going to rip it out of the air. Kicks it up to Miller. Miller all the way over to Schilling. Schilling, three-pointer on the way off the rim, no good. Fought for. Sanders, now Lee with it. Kicks it up to Tatum. Tatum up with the right and good.
Yeah, that's just his strength there. Tatum pushes off Miller and puts an easy layup in on the fast break.
13-7, 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Miller over to Sanders, left wing. Now up top to Hayes. Hayes going to dribble, hand it to Sanders, now reset with Miller up top. 1 minute to go in the first. Miller dribbles right, finds the lane, kicks it to Gowan. Hayes right corner. Now Miller, they'll swing it to the left. Gowan left wing, Sanders in the left corner. Kick it out to Hayes with 37 seconds to go in the first. Stolen away by Tatum, and Hayes grabs it. Kick it out, Gowan, 3 on the way from the corner, got it! Gowan with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and it's 13-10. 13 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, you'll definitely take the 3 made, but it's a little too early here. Now MacArthur going to get a chance to score here to end the quarter.
And they do with Lee. And at the end of the first, it's the MacArthur Generals 15, the Lincoln Railers 10. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 up.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Roy S. Steal by Gowan, up and good. Boy, I couldn't even get the opener back up.
Off the inbounds play, Gowan read it, and they were going to try to throw it a little deeper. Gowan exactly read the pass and picked it off for an easy layup.
15-12, Generals with the lead and the ball.
Number 4 checked in for the Generals, Kamar Carson, a 5'11 sophomore.
Dees dribble in, up with the right, block by Sanders, and Miller tracks it down.
Boy, the Sanders and Hayes with a couple blocks there early on in this game, which might put a little fear into those Generals as they drive to the basket.
Hayes, top of the key, feed it to Schilling, left wing. Schilling to Hayes.
Score it, Hayes, score it.
Up with the right. Got it to go. Hayes with the right hook, and it's 15-14 Generals.
Good job by Hayes. Got it on the post off that pick and roll. And one thing you want Drew to do is when he gets it there, get ready to score it.
3 from Tatum off the back of the iron, no good. And we're going to get a foul on Owens as he pushed Miller to get the rebound. And that's his first.
Yeah, Railer's got to box out, and that's what Miller did. Although you just can't box out, you got to go after the board once you get that box out.
Hayes trying to get it in, now gets it into Miller. Or that's Schilling, now gets it to Miller. Miller will walk it up, 6:39 to go in the first half. Railers down 1 with the basketball. Schilling feeds Sanders under low, up with the right, got it to go, and the Railers up by 1.
Yeah, that's the play Coach Al runs where he clears the whole paint out and lets Sanders post up on his guy and get him on his backside that time. Good seal by by Sanders, and a nice delivery there by Schilling.
MacArthur with the basketball. Dees kicks it over in the corner to Carson. He'll dribble in, up with the right, swatted by Hayes, fought for underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Railers and stay with the Generals.
Yeah, it looked like number 1 tipped it out for Owens. Looked like he tipped it out for MacArthur.
Inbound, up and no good, and Schilling grabs the rebound. Kicks it out to Hayes. Hayes will push left, now go to the center of the court. Back to Keon, who checked back into the game. Now they'll work it around to Sanders. Now Keon. Keon right wing, now up top to Hayes. Keon sets a pick for Hayes.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to dribble drive now against this MacArthur defense because Keon's back in there and his man's just sitting right in the middle of the lane. Could get a 3-second if it was called on the defense.
Raiders with the basketball up by 1. 5:30 to go in the first half. Sanders kicks it up to Hayes. Hayes over to Keon. Keon dribbles in, kicks it out. Schilling, now they'll work it back to the left. Hayes left corner. Now reset with Keon up top. Coaches yell out the play. 3.
Yeah, and I think MacArthur knows this one as well.
Hayes left elbow. Schilling left corner. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Murphy for the Generals.
Boy, I got a great look too on the play called. Schilling.
Tatum up with the left and good. Keon pushes it up the court quick. Gets it to Gowan. Now up top to Hayes. Work it to the left to Keon, left wing. Finds Gowan, head fake, nothing there. Keon up with the right, got blocked by Murphy, and here come the Generals, and Schilling's going to foul Murphy as he was heading to the rim. That's the second foul on Schilling. First team foul for the Railers. Generals up by 1 with 4:30 to go in the first half. Tatum, now to Carson, kick it in the corner. They tried to feed it down low. Keon comes away with it.
By MacArthur there. The Railer defense has been giving up the baseline a couple of times, Scott, but they've gotten underneath there with nowhere to go. And that time, the Railers were able to come away with that loose ball.
Keon hangs on to it with 3:55, and he finds a Gowan cut to the basket, up and good.
Yeah, nice little cut there by Gowan. Good feed, even with Keon's man in the middle of the lane. Gowan somehow found a hole in there, and the little curl cut and give Gowan a nice start.
Out of bounds, turnover. Generals, Railer basketball.
Gowan with 7, and the Railers gain that lead, 18-7. Timeout now. MacArthur, I believe. Coach Bryson not happy with where the ball's going, and the Generals have had 2 straight possessions with turnovers.
Tarter Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, and online at tarterbrothers.com. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Schneider Chiropractic, providing results for body reconditioning, back and neck problems, along with preventative sports injury procedures. Call 217-732-2140. Missy Sweet Shop, specializing in custom cakes, cookies, wedding cakes, and birthday cakes. Stop by the shop in downtown Atlanta. Call 309-825-5291 or go online to missysweetshop.com. Railers basketball up by 1 with 3:39 to go in the second. I hope that wasn't one of your guys' vehicles. They're going to be towed.
So. I don't think so.
Hayes to inbound. Gets it in to Miller. Miller pushes it up to the court. Crosses the half-court line. Now gives it to Smith. Up to Hayes. Hayes dribbles left. Had it stolen. Now they'll get it up to Tatum.
Yeah, it looked like Hayes got it wrapped around the arm there as he came off that screen, and officials didn't call it. But again, it's gonna be physical basketball.
Dees back up to Tatum. Over to Murphy to Tatum. Tatum fires up a 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Out of bounds. Railer basketball.
Boy, and that's what you want. You want Tatum shooting him a couple feet behind the line. You know, he's obviously not as good a shooter as it was when he caught that one in front of the Railer bench. That was right on the three-point line that he got to go. So Tatum, 1 of 4 here to start, and the Railers doing a good job of pushing him off that line.
There's a foul on number 3, Murphy. That's his first. Team second. 2:54 to go in the first half. Railers up by 1 with the basketball. Hayes gets it into Miller. Over to Gowan. Now Sanders, right elbow. He'll kick it back out to Miller. Miller pulls up for a jumper off the side of the rim. No good. Gets his own rebound. Feeds Gowan. Now they'll reset up top. Hayes. He'll dribble in.
All the way.
Up with the right. Couldn't get it to go. Too strong. Rebound, Generals. Now they try to kick it up, and Gowan just flies up and grabs it.
Wow, what an athletic move. That's an interception from a safety right there on the football field, and Gowan read that one well.
Smith drives to the basket. He'll be fouled before the shot. Just perfect timing by Gowan.
Yeah,
he got up.
He read it and caught it at the top of the jump. I'll tell you who was really good at that when I played was Adam Osborne. Could catch it out of the air, and a lot of times that came from a trap.
To Hayes, the putback up, rolls around, no good. Tried to get his own rebound, and the Generals come away with it. Railers up by 1. There's a shot by number 12. That's Lee. It's up and good, and the Generals back up on top. Hit out of bounds off of the Generals. Going to stay with the Railers.
Talk about
on the sideline.
Generals are good when they get in that middle and then get to the basket. Their shots are falling, and Hayes couldn't get that one to go as he was going to the hoop.
Smith with it up top. Now to Sanders. Sanders going to dribble in. Miller, 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. Gabe Smith tried to track it down, but the Generals come away with it. Dees kicks it over to Carson. Now Tatum in the corner to Murphy. Now up top to Tatum.
Yeah, I don't know for sure if there's any of the other Generals that can shoot threes better than Tatum. They have not looked at all from the three-point line other than number 5. So I think the Railers got to make sure that they really concentrate on the other guys on their drives instead of the three-point shot.
Now Tatum in the corner, guarded by Hayes. Kick it back out to Dees. Over to Carson. Now a 3 on the way from Murphy is in and good.
Bad timing on that.
It happens. 22-18, Generals. Under a minute to go in the first half. Miller spins right, gives it to Hayes, right wing. Now Gowan feeds Hayes back, and they're going to call a foul before the shot as Hayes had a lane to the basket but was fouled in the process.
Yeah, nice cut there by Hayes. A good pass by Gowan. Now the 3rd team foul on the Generals here in the quarter. 4th team foul on the Generals in the quarter. 50 seconds left here in the second. 22-18, the Railers trail.
Gowan to inbound, gets it to Hayes. Hayes, wide open lane, up with the right, and good. Count the bucket. And the foul. Hayes to the line for the and one.
Yeah, he likes that play out of the timeout or out of the side underneath the basket where it's a fake give by Hayes. Both of them went for Gowan as he was going to get the handoff. Hayes kept it and went right to the basket. A good job by Drew taking a contact and get it up on the glass, going for the three-point play.
47 seconds to go in the first half. Hayes' free throw up and no good. 22-20, Generals up with the basketball. Murphy kicks it in. Now there's a shot by number 12 up and good. That's Lee.
Yeah, they're just getting it in the middle, Scott, too easily there. And when they get it to the middle, there's one thing on their mind, and that's for a layup or a basket. And right now the Generals getting it right in the middle, even in the full court press. They've gotten some easy baskets underneath. Generals shooting 45% from the field so far, 10 of 22.
Railers will hold for one. 12 seconds on the clock. Gowan right wing up top to Sanders with 9. Now Keon gets it to Smith with 5.
Keon's
Smith over to Keon. Keon 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Sanders fought for it, couldn't get it. And at the end of the first half, it's the Decatur MacArthur Generals 24, the Lincoln Railers 20. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the Ground Corporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show here on WLCN 96.3.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Boys Basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Railer Basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Missy's Sweet Shop, Schneider Masonry, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer Boys Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
From Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium at halftime here, the Generals lead at 24-20 over the Railers. We'll run through the scoring first for the Generals. They were led in the first half by Stevie Tatum. Tatum with 9, 6 points for Sean Lee, 3 points for MJ Murphy, 4 points for King Dees, and 2 points for Sam Owens. The Railers were led in the first half by the senior Aiden Gowan off the bench. Gowan with 7, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. Give Gowan 7. Drew Hayes with 6. Hayes 3 of 5 from the field. 4 points for Frank Sanders and 3 points for Trey Schilling. Again, the Railers trail here at half by 4, 24-20. We'll kick it back to the studios for a quick break. You're in the Ground Corporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium at halftime as the Railers trail 24-20 over the Generals from MacArthur High School. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Connor Shaw here. And Scott, has been a pretty well-played basketball game for most parts. Points been putting on the board 24-20 here. The Railers have given some point-blank opportunities for the Generals, and the Railers have gotten a few on their own, and then a nice spark off the bench from Gowan. Gowan with 7 leading the way, and we definitely needed him coming off the bench with some defense.
Yeah, we did a good job first half to take care of the basketball. I think the only thing we need to really work on, Josh, is keeping them out of the paint.
Yeah.
And a lot of their points have come, right in the paint, under the basket. We've done a pretty good job on their perimeter players to this point. But just keep doing what they're doing and take care of the ball, play hard-nosed defense, and work the basketball on offense.
Yeah, as you said, the Generals just 2 of 8 from three-point land, but they're shooting 45% from the field, 10 of 22 from two-point land. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They've got 18 rebounds, and 3 of them offensive. 4 turnovers and 1 steal for the Generals. The Railers shooting 39% from the field, 9 of 23, 2 of 9 from three-point land. Only 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 of them offensive. As you said, we have taken care of the ball pretty well. Just 2 turnovers for the Railers to go along with their 3 steals. So yeah, it's been well played half, a good competitive game. We're going to see this from the half. I tell you that the Railers sometimes in this season have struggled coming out of halftime, and this will be a game that you can't get too far behind. We've seen early on in the sophomore game, we've seen Coach Bryson do this before. Well, they will pull it out without the shot clock, and they've got the guards to do that. You definitely don't want to get too far behind of these Generals. Both teams out on the floor. Again, the leading scorer for the Railers was Aiden Gowan in that first half, followed by Drew Hayes. Gowan with 7, 6 for Hayes. The leading scorer for the Generals was Stevie Tatum. Tatum with 9 points. He's attempted 5 3-pointers and just has connected on one of those so far. So a big key for the Railers to get out on Tatum, as you said, and they've got to find a way to keep those Generals out of the paint. They've gotten too many good looks from about 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah, and Lee, he's just roaming around that paint under that basket, and keep him out of the lane and just keep doing what we're doing.
Again, the Railers up for a share of the conference title as the Generals come into the contest with a record of 9-0 in conference play, while your Railers 8-1 in Central State 8 action. About 1:50 left on the clock. We'll kick it back for one more break before we have third quarter action. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
The Generals have a 4-point lead over the Railers. Got to thank our viewers tuning in, watching us all over the nation, Josh. We got Todd Tim watching in Thomaston, Georgia. We got Amy Chen watching from Brentwood, Tennessee. Bill Bates watching from Fort Myers, Florida.
A slice down there.
Yeah.
Although
Georgia.
It's beautiful here today, too.
Yeah.
62 degrees.
George Burnett watching from Denver, Colorado. Diana Hightower watching from Dallas, Texas. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you are enjoying the broadcast, and hopefully the Railers can finish this game off in the win side here.
Be great to get off to just a quick start here for the Railers as we open up here with the possession.
Railers basketball to start the third quarter. Komnick dribbles in, picks up his dribble, now feeds Schilling. Up top to Keon. Keon goes to his left. Now he'll back it back out and give it to Smith. Smith to Keon. Now they'll work it around. Hayes all the way across to Keon. Keon's going to dribble in. Oh, he had a lane. He kicked it out to Smith. Smith going to go up with the right. Good move. Couldn't get it to go. Tapped around, and the Generals come away with it. Looks like Schilling got hit in the face there.
Yeah, good move by Smith. Just couldn't get the layup to go. It was contested, no question. Every time you go in there, there's going to be a General waiting for you. And Smith couldn't get the layup to go.
24-20, Generals with the lead. Third quarter just underway. They'll work it around. Dees with a 3 off the back of the iron, no good. And rebound comes down to the Generals on the court. Now Smith comes away with it. He'll spin, pick it up, go to the rim, up, and too strong, no good. Dees, off of Dees, going to stay with the Railers.
Yeah, Smith's gotten there a couple times, and that was the easier one of the two that he's gotten here in the third quarter. The difference right now, the Generals making those layups, and we're not.
Komnick gets it in to Hayes. Now Komnick kicks it out to Keon. Keon walks it to the point, now sets the play up. Smith left wing, now up top to Schilling.
Again, the Keon's man just sinking right in the lane, and we can't get any kind of drive or any kind of backdoor cut or anything going toward the hoop.
Feeds Komnick. Komnick spins, kicks it out to Keon. Now Hayes going to fire a 3 from the wing off the rim, no good. Dees with the rebound for the Generals. Railers down 4. Both teams scoreless here in the third. Murphy's going to pull up for a jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound underneath by Dees, and he'll put it back up.
An offensive rebound put back now for the Generals, and when we go up, it seems that we're getting knocked around underneath there. Railers couldn't come away with that rebound.
Komnick up top. He'll dribble to the lane. And got a foul on the Generals as Komnick drove to the basket.
Yeah, got to keep the aggressiveness going. You got to keep trying to get there. I like to see the Railers get in there with a shot fake and see if they can't get a General up in the air and get a cleaner look at the hoop.
Schilling's going to inbound. Gets it to Komnick. Up top to Keon. Railers down 6. Keon feeds it out. Gowan, 3 in the corner. Rolls in and out, no good. About a halfway down the rim and popped out. Tatum loses it. Gowan gets the loose ball.
Yeah, tipped away by Komnick, and Tatum lost the ball. And the Railers pick up. We got to get a basket here, Scott. A couple possessions now in this third quarter. We've not been able to get anything through the net.
Gowan over to Hayes. Hayes feeds Keon. Keon, 3 on the way. Got it!
That's all we need.
That's exactly what we need from Keon. Keon with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and it's 26-23.
Big basket here. They let Keon's man again sitting right in the middle of the lane. At some point, Keon was going to have to step up and drill one.
Dees dribbles in. Throws in the corner to Murphy. Now Murphy will back it out. Give it over to Tatum. Back to Murphy. All the way over to Tatum. Tatum's going to dribble in. Up with the right. Reverse layup. Up and good.
Yeah, they set a screen there against our top guy, and then it's Tatum against our back. Went by Komnick, and then right to the basket.
Railers with the basketball, down 5. Komnick going to dribble in, spin with the right, head fake, up and good for Komnick. Yeah, good, solid move.
We just talked about it. Get in the middle of the lane and then pump fake him. They're going to go up in the air and try to block it. Good move by Carson. Got to stay on the aggressive end.
28-25, 3:50 to go in the third. Murphy back to Tatum. Over to Dees. Now back to Tatum. Tatum feeds it inside. Thought he got away with a little travel there. Fought for underneath. Still fought for. Now they'll kick it out. Tatum, 3 on the way. Got it.
Again, just the out-hustle of the Railers on the rebound, which gives a walk-up 3 to Tatum right off that rebound. It's a good time to shoot when you get that offensive rebound. Tatum stepping right up into it.
31-25. The Generals with the lead. 3:08 to go in the third. Keon dribbles in, loses his dribble. Still on the ground. Now the Generals kick it up to Tatum. Up with the left. Couldn't get it to go, but Komnick picks up the foul. Good foul by Komnick.
Now 2 is on Gowan. Gowan with the foul.
Gowan, okay.
Yeah, Gowan with the foul there. The first on the Railers here in the third quarter.
Free throw from Tatum. Up and good.
Yeah, he's not going to miss too many of these. Just pure touch. Look at the spin on the ball. Really rotates here. Good looking shooter that Coach Bryson's got on his side.
Second one up and good. 33-25. Generals with the lead. Railers with the ball. Miller pushes left. Now gives it to Gowan. Up top to Komnick. Over to Schilling. Schilling feeds Gowan. Now up top to Miller. Swing it to the right. Komnick and Hayes. They feed Komnick. Head fake. Kick it out. Gowan head fake. Dribbles to the lane. Up and count it.
Yeah. Good. Another nice aggressive move. Getting to the hoop. You know, the more times we get to the hoop, those guys are going to be open on the outside for the kick out. Good job by Gowan getting right to the basket. Now we got to tighten up a little bit on our defense on this side.
33-27, 2:20 to go in the third. Tatum, 3, right wing. In and out, no good. Fought for underneath. Put back by Owens is good. Another offensive rebound put back for the Generals. Miller dribbles in. Finds an open lane. Couldn't get the layup to go.
And you know they'll be more than happy to keep the ball out here on the perimeter.
35-27, 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Dees dribbles by Miller, falls down, gets it over to Tatum. Now back to Dees. Now Murphy with it up top with 1:12 to go. Over to Tatum, back to Murphy. Now they'll just work it around up top, under a minute to go in the third. Murphy dribbles in, now kicks it out to Tatum, now back to Murphy up top. Murphy nowhere to go, now they'll kick it out to Owens with 32 seconds to go in the third. And a timeout on the court by Decatur. With 27 seconds to go, it's the Generals 35, the Railers 27.
Yeah, we talked about it. They will hold the ball, and that's been up probably toward a minute 30 before they got that possession, and Coach Bryson wanted them to hold it, and they've got it down to 27 now. Had to call a timeout after a fumble, but you just can't get down to these guys because they have no shame in holding the ball for several minutes at a time.
Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves. Find them on Facebook to learn more about their offerings, such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays. It's going to be Decatur basketball out of the timeout with 27 seconds to go in the third. Railers down by 8. And MacArthur will hold for the last shot of the third. With 4 seconds, kick it over to Tatum. Tatum pulls up for a three, couldn't get it to go, and at the end of the third quarter, it's the Decatur MacArthur Generals 35, the Lincoln Railers 27. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Connor Shaw with you tonight as the Railers go into the fourth quarter down by 8. And Josh, how do you know Decatur's going to hold the ball?
Yeah.
You just get out on them and
yeah, you're going to have to extend your pressure, and that's kind of what they want you to do too, because then they'll try to go right by you. So the Railers are going to have to extend here. Kind of like Coach Alexander, when we get late in the game and we run our offense where we get
offensive push off by Murphy as he tried to clear away and got called for the offensive charge.
Another good pressure by the Railers, and here's the time, Scott, you can't go possessions though without scoring because you obviously don't chip into that lead, which would give the Generals a chance to come back and hold it a little bit more.
Schilling with the ball on the left wing. Now up top to Gowan. Swing it over to Miller. Miller right wing. Up top to Schilling. Over to Hayes. Hayes going to dribble in. Kick it out to Gowan. Now Miller. Up top to Sanders. Over to Schilling right wing. Feed Hayes. Up. Got fouled. Couldn't get it to go, but Hayes is going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good back cut there by Hayes. Problem with Hayes getting fouled is just struggles from the free throw line. Tonight, 0 of 1. Only guy that's gotten to the free throw line is Hayes. These are some big ones here.
First free throw from Hayes, left it short. Second free throw from Hayes, left it short. Fought for underneath, and Schilling gets the rebound. Now the Railers work it around. Hayes left corner, or right corner. Now they'll work it to the left. Now over to Hayes, right wing. Feed Miller, or Schilling. And he's going to be fouled before the shot.
Yeah, they're bumping us every time we try to drive to the basket, and the Railers are starting to cut right toward the hoop, and the Generals are just hanging right on top of them. So 3 quick fouls in this quarter by the Generals, and exactly what we need if we can get into that 2-shot bonus with that clock stopped, and as long as we make the free throws.
Wiping up the court. Reminder, girls play Monday night up in Geneseo at 6 o'clock. WLCN will be there with radio coverage. Unfortunately, the IHSA denied us video. Schilling to inbound. Kick it all the way up to Hayes. Now he'll cross the timeline. Go left. Kick it over to Gowan. Now up top to Sanders. Sanders hands off to Schilling. Schilling goes left, gives it to Miller. Miller dribbles in. Up for Miller. Up and good for Miller. Good take by Miller.
Yeah, we've got to have more of that. Again, big basket there by Miller. Railers got to tighten up here on the defensive end. They're gonna take the air out of the ball if they can.
35-29. Tatum out to Dees. Over to Carson. Carson dribbles in, throws it over to Tatum. Tatum dribbles in, fights his way in, no good, fought for underneath. Still on the ground, another put back up and good by Lee.
Well, they're just feisty over there too, just quicker to the basket, stronger hands, stronger to go get the ball, and the Generals just won it underneath.
Miller gets it to Gowan, now Schilling up top. He'll dribble in, kick it off to Gowan, now Miller. Miller over to Hayes, right wing, up top to Gowan. Pick set by Hayes. Schilling back to Hayes. Hayes to Miller in the right corner. Hayes, three-pointer on the way. No good. Sanders there for the rebound and the putback. And timeout on the court as Coach Al calls a timeout after Sanders with a big, strong rebound and the putback, and it's 37-31.
Yeah, big rebound there by Sanders. A basket we definitely needed. And we'll see what kind of Coach Gall draws up. He called the timeout. There's got to be some sort of different defensive alignment that we've got to do in order to come out and pressure these guys a little bit more.
Some more of our fine sponsors. Lincoln Printers, providing complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. Phone 217-732-3121. Headline Salon at 602 and a half Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Call Brett at 217-651-8310. Headline Salon, where your hair makes the statement. the Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 217-651-8089. MacArthur basketball out of the timeout. They'll get it in to Tatum. Now back to Dees. He'll push right. Now back to the center of the court. Miller all over him. Now over to Carson. Back to Dees. To Carson. Carson dribbles in, and it's going to be a foul. Thought it might have been a travel before the foul. Sanders and Comnick are going to check back in for the Railers. Smith and Miller will have a seat. 5:10 to go in the game. 37-31. Decatur MacArthur with the lead. They'll kick it up top to Owens. Owens over to Dees. Now up top to Carson. Back to Dees. Schilling on Carson. Now they'll throw it over to Dees. Dees to Carson. He'll go right, get to the lane, up with the right. Couldn't get it to go on the ground. Dees gets the rebound. Now they'll reset up top with Tatum.
Well, their eighth now offensive rebound, and a lot of them have been in this second half.
Up top to Tatum. 4:34 to go in the ball game. Railers down 6.
Now the Railers are going to have to start cheating out a little bit more and going for some of these passes.
Tatum goes right. Got to get out, guys. 4:20 to go.
Yeah, stay there.
Schilling on Tatum. Now he'll back it out. Schilling will creep out towards him. Now they'll kick it over to Dees. Comnick goes, picks him up. Lee will kick it out to Carson. Carson's going to dribble in off his leg. Turnover Generals. Railers with the basketball, down 6, under 4 minutes to go. And a foul on number 4, Carson. That's the 4th team foul for the Generals. The next one, the Railers will be in double bonus with 3:53 to go. Railers down 6 and the ball. Schilling's going to inbound right in front of his own bench. He'll kick it out to Comnick. Comnick crosses the timeline. Over to Gowan. Bounce pass to Sanders. Right elbow. Now Hayes. Hayes cut off and threw it out of bounds. Tried to get it to Gowan. And a turnover, Railers.
Yeah, a turnover on a bad time, too. A lot of time left still. 3:37 left here. Railers just down 6 points, but we're going to have to bring up our pressure, make the Generals make another mistake here.
Murphy with the basketball for the Generals. He'll kick it over to Dees. Now back up top to Murphy. Coach Alexander telling him to get up.
Yeah, basically telling him to match up here and don't.
And then Comnick's going to foul Dees with 3:08 to go. 37-31, Decatur MacArthur with the lead. Keon's going to check in for Carson Comnick. And MacArthur wants a full timeout. And we'll keep it right here to go over some more of our fine sponsors. Once again, thanks to them for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. Ground Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to growinc.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Eaton Corporation, building over 5 million high-quality commercial and residential power distribution products each year. Check them out online at eaton.com. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski. Stop by the office at 114 East Cook Street or call 217-792-3371. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. MacArthur basketball out of the timeout. D's to inbound, gets it in to Tatum. Now over to Murphy. Murphy guarded there by Gowan. Now a trap. They'll get it in the corner to D's. Now back to Murphy. Under 3 minutes to go. Railers down 6. Murphy goes right or left. Now back to his right. And stepped on the half-court line. And turnover Decatur. Decatur MacArthur. Now you might see a little offense for defense between Miller and Keon because Miller's he's a three-point threat as well. They'll get it into Miller. Miller goes right. Now backs it out, kicks it to Hayes. Hayes over to Schilling, left wing, back to Hayes. Hayes gets in the paint, up with the right, and in and out, no good. Rebound, Decatur MacArthur.
Boy, a perfect shot, too, there. Just could not get that thing to go down. Crawled right around the rim on a nice pick and roll there with Hayes and Schilling.
Now they're going to call a touch foul on Miller as Keon will check back in for Miller. 2:24 in the game. Railers down by 6. Get it into Murphy. Now to Tatum. Picked up by Schilling. Tatum dribbles out of the pressure. Now backs it out. Over to Murphy. Now back to Tatum. To Murphy.
Yeah, you got to stay up. Don't try to sink back into the middle, guards. You got to stay up and pressure here.
Gowan on Murphy. 2 minutes to go. Railers down 6. And now a foul on Gowan. That's the 4th team foul. Second personal foul on Gowan.
14 fouls now on the Railers and the Generals.
Now a foul on Hayes.
And that might have been the guy that they want to foul. There's a quick foul by Hayes.
So Lee to the line. He'll shoot 2. MacArthur in the double bonus. Free throw up and no good.
I think the scouting report is that whoever touches the ball, that the coaches don't think they've got a good chance of making the free throws. Looks like the Railers are going to foul immediately, and that's what Hayes did.
Second free throw up and way short off the rim, and a rebound comes down to the Generals.
You can't rebound. Another offensive rebound now. 10 on the night for the Generals, and off a free throw, it just can't happen.
And a foul on Miller. And Murphy's going to get 2 free throws. Opportunity there, Josh, just missed. Another offensive rebound for the Generals.
I think that's been the tail of this second half, as the Generals have just beaten us up on the boards and gotten a ton of opportunities to score off putbacks, or at least give themselves another chance to score.
No good from Murphy. 1:46 to go in the game. Railers down by 6. Murphy will get another free throw. Up and good. 38-31. Hayes gets it into Miller. Miller crosses the timeline, gets it over to Sanders. Bounce pass to Hayes. Schilling, 3. And a legal screen on Frank.
On a three-point made, too, after Schilling came off the screen.
So 2 more free throws for MacArthur.
His first.
Murphy 1 for 2 the last time at the line.
Yeah, Generals 5 of 10 from the free throw line on the night.
Missed the first. (38-31), 1:33 to go in the game. Second free throw from Murphy. Got it. 8-point ball game. 1:32 to go. Railers with the ball. Miller pushes across half court. Now hands off to Hayes. Hayes kicks it off to Gowan. 3 on the way. Got it. Gowan with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. And it's 39-34 with 1:23 to go.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of been out of reach, but it's not. There's a lot of time left here. 1:23 left. The Railers just down 5. But again, you got to find the Generals, and if that's Coach Al's strategy to put them to the free throw line, find the guys that are going to miss. Right now, the Generals 6 of 12 from the free throw line. So it may come down to a free throw shooting game, and if the Generals can hit enough of them to keep their lead.
Well, it looks like the game might come down to time of possession and offensive rebounds for Decatur MacArthur, as they're just eating that time off the clock. And now we're in foul mode, and there's 2 guys that you're going to want to foul, and that's Murphy and Lee.
Yeah, Murphy and Lee are the guys that have gone just 1 of 2 the last couple trips down the court.
Railers extend their full court pressure as Dees is set to inbound. He'll run the baseline. Now get it in to Tatum. Don't foul him. Turnover. Hayes up with the right. Count it! 39-36. And timeout, Decatur MacArthur. The Railers within 3 with 1:15 to go.
Yeah, good trap there. The Railers, like you said, did not want to foul Tatum. He's their best shooter on the team, and the Railers got the trap. Turnover to Hayes. Hayes grabs it and goes to score. A quick timeout for Coach Alexander to stop and get his defense set up here. Still 1:15 left. The Railers just down 3.
Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance with offices in Lincoln and Atlanta, offering great rates on home, auto, life, and renters insurance. Call 217-732-7755. Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. Chase Lowry, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. They're a member of SIPC. The Carpa House, the professional design team, will work with you for 100% satisfaction. Stop by the showroom at 1320 Woodlawn Road or call 217-735-2531. Community Action Partnership with Central Illinois, helping people, changing lives. America's Poverty Fighting Network. Call 217-732-2159 or find them online at capsule.info. Dees to inbound, gets it into Tatum. There's the trap. Stolen by Keon. Keon feeds Hayes up with the right. Count the bucket! They said he traveled. They'll get it in to Dees. Or no, that's Lee. Lee with the trap. Kick it up to number 1. That's Owens. A foul. And the Railers just got,
I don't know what happened there.
Tortured on an easy bucket.
Yeah, and I think they assumed that Keon traveled a couple times because he had the ball so long in the lane. So some big free throws here for the Generals.
So 2 points taken away from the Railers on a travel call that was not a travel. Free throw up and got it. (40-36), 1:04 to go. Up and got it.
Two big ones after the bad missed call on the travel, and the Generals come down and get 2 of their own.
5-point lead for Decatur MacArthur. Railers with the basketball. Gowan to Schilling. Schilling to Gowan. Now to Sanders. To Schilling in the corner. Now Miller. Got to get something going. Hayes to Gowan. Gowan's going to dribble in, pull up for the jumper. Off, no good. Hayes for the rebound. Put back is good. Timeout on the court. Railers call a timeout.
Yeah, got to be about one of our last. I think maybe one left.
Maybe one. 60-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here. Brian Clark, State Farm Insurance. For home, auto, life, and health insurance needs, see Brian to review a quote for help understanding your current policy or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Well, Josh, I mean, the Railers only down 3, 38 seconds to go. Still a lot of time and a lot of ball game to go. But I mean, we can cry about it all night with that travel, but that's just a horrible call.
Yeah, it was, and Keon did a good job. We got to steal exactly what we wanted, and Keon kind of waited in the lane. If anything, it would have been a 3-second call, right? I mean, he was in there for quite a while and shoveled it off to Hayes, and then they called travel, and then after Hayes made the layup. So again, the Railers are going to have the full court press up here. Any foul, the Generals will go back to the free throw line for 2.
D's to inbound. Smith on him. Smith will travel with him down the baseline. They'll get it in.
I'd foul him.
They tried. They didn't call it.
Foul him too.
He'll dribble around, and then Sanders is going to foul Owens, and Owens back to the line. 31 seconds to go. Railers down by 3. Miller, Schilling, and Komnick set to check in for the Railers. Free throw from Owens, up and good. I'm sorry, that's Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy was just 2 of 4 from the free throw line going in. He's made his last 3 now.
Second one up and good. Railers down by 5 with the basketball. Miller pushes it up the court. Hands it off to Gowan. Tapped out of bounds off of Owens. Going to stay with the Railers with 23 seconds to go. Sanders is going to check in for the Railers. And Keon.
Frank Sanders, Keon Carson, for Rail Splitters.
Gowan to inbound for the Railers. He'll get it into Keon. Over to Schilling. Schilling, 3-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Hayes there with the rebound and the foul. The foul is on Murphy. And Hayes to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Hayes has attempted the only free throws for the Railers tonight and has not been successful so far. 0 of 3 on the night. Not sure what this 5-team foul or 5th foul on person. I'm not sure why they've got a.
Yeah, it looks like
teams have got.
Looks like Murphy picked up his 5th. No, maybe not. Yeah, Murphy picked up his 5th. So Hayes to the line for 2 free throws. First one up and good for Hayes.
Two timeouts left for the Generals, just 1 for the Railers.
Second one up and couldn't get it to go. Keon with the rebound. Kick it out to Gowan. Now Hayes. Railers down 4. Over to Keon. throws it up, no good. Hayes there for the rebound and the foul, and Hayes will go back to the line for 2 shots. Josh down by 4.
Yeah, 43.
He makes the
39.
Make the first one, and
you almost got to miss the second one, don't you?
The second one and try to tip it out.
Probably not going to have a chance to have make both and then get it in and foul and then have a chance to come back. If you are, you're going to have limited time, basically the same amount of time we had at Lanphier.
43-39, 4.1 seconds on the clock. Railers trying to get a share of that Central State 8 title, and Decatur MacArthur trying to deny that. Railers back in action Tuesday night as we travel all the way up north to Fairbury Prairie Central. And after tonight, Josh, only 2 regular season games, and we're in regionals.
Yeah, we talked about the regionals are out, so the Railers know where they're going to be playing. That'll be down at Lanphier. And we'll have some work to do here in the next couple of games, as one on the road and one back home next Friday. A week from tonight will be the senior night for all of the Railer seniors, pom-poms, and cheerleaders and band members.
Hayes to the line for 2 free throws. Railers down by 4. 4 seconds to go in the ball game. First one up and short. Second free throw up and got it. Railers down 3, gonna have to foul quick.
Yeah, gonna have to go for the steal here.
And they'll foul Tatum. With 3.4 seconds to go, Tatum's going to get 2 free throws, and he's been 100% from the line tonight.
Yeah, he's been good. He's the leading scorer for the Generals with 16. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line.
Tatum with 2 free throws. First one up and got it. 44-40. Second one up and good. Schilling fires up a 3. No good. Your final. Decatur MacArthur 45. Lincoln 40. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor.
As the Railers fall here tonight to the Generals from MacArthur, as the Generals win the outright Central State 8, improving their record to 23-3 on the season and a perfect 10-0 in conference action, while the Railers fall 20-20-9 and 8-2 in Central State 8 action. Tonight the Generals were led by Stevie Tatum. Tatum with 18, 7 points for MJ Murphy, 8 points for Sean Lee, 7 MJ Murphy, 6 points for Sam Owens for the Generals from MacArthur for their 45. The Railers were led here tonight, a couple guys in double figures, both with 12. Aiden Gowan, the senior off the bench with 12 points. He was 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point land. Give Aiden 12 points. Also Drew Hayes with 12. Hayes 5 of 10 from the field to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. 6 points for Frank Sanders, 3 points for Keon Carson. Also Trey Schilling with 3 points, 2 points for Carson Komnick and Brady Miller to round out the 40. Again, the Railers fall here 45-40. Back with more of the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show. And you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Welcome back to Lincoln Community High School, Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Joining us now for the post-game show is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, great effort tonight by the Railers. It just really came down to offensive rebounds for MacArthur and time of possession. They ate a lot of that clock away when they had an 8-point lead, and we got right back into it and just fell a little bit short tonight.
Yeah, and you can see right there why I would like to have the shot clock.
Absolutely.
We're hoping it comes in sooner than later, but I'm sure we're still a couple years out before it does happen. But that game doesn't go down like that if we have a shot clock.
Yeah, Coach, it looked like in the second half especially, the aggressiveness on the boards, what hurt the Railers, the Generals finished with 10 offensive rebounds, only had 2 at the end of the first half, 8 offensive rebounds. Not only did they score sometimes off of it, I remember one of them was a kick out to Tatum for a deep 3, and we just could not come up with the boards underneath, and we had a lot of shots on our end that rolled around the rim several times and just could not get them to fall.
Yeah, I think it hit the floor and bounced out, that one, and that's not your night when those things like that happen, but our kids fought. I thought we played the last 3 or 4 minutes the way we should. We got some turnovers out of the full court denial, and we made things happen, and I thought we played it well. They missed a few free throws, but they also made some. We were just a step slow in some spots.
Yeah. And in a close game, you've got to have every possession, especially against a team that Scott said, the amount of possessions just limited us on our offensive end, because they were okay with taking the air out, and they did that, and then they were able to score on some of them, and we didn't in return. When we got them to stop, we didn't get scores on our end, and then you go back and take another minute off, and that fourth quarter winds down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it went pretty quick. You're going to be home by 9 o'clock, so it was a good game. They're a good team, well coached, great kids. It was just a great basketball game, and hopefully we can take care of regional and so forth. And I think that would be our first round sectional game on a Tuesday night. So we got to take them one at a time. We got a game Tuesday. Let's make sure we got one more week, and then we're into the postseason.
Yeah, 2 regular season games left, Coach. Tuesday night up in Fairbury, and then senior night right back here next Friday against Champaign Central. So the season winded down really quick. Pairings came out today. We know we're going to be traveling to Lanphier. Got that first round bye. Just don't know who we're playing yet in that first or that second round there, either SHG or Springfield High. So, but before that, we got 2 more games. Finish the season strong, and you got to be pretty proud of your kids tonight, how they reacted, kept it a game. Just unfortunately, we just a little shy on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was. So, it's we'll come back, make sure that we are getting ready for postseason. But again, we've got 2 big games next week. We need to take them one at a time and take care of business. And
nice to have some momentum going into regional play. With a couple of wins would be what you need.
Yeah, and we're playing. Prairie Central's a good basketball team, especially when you play them on their home court, and then you turn around, you got Champaign Central, who's beaten some very good teams. So it's not an easy week for us. So we have to get focused on what we're trying to do and where we want to be in another week, and try to get things done.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the morning on the cheap seats, and we'll see you.
Okay, thank you.
That's going to do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday, February 13th at 7, as the Railers are at home to take on they're on the road to take on the Hawks from Fairbury Prairie Central. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting around 6:30. Josh, good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Chester East Lincoln Panthers traveling over in the state tournament over in Warrensburg Latham.
Yep.
10 o'clock game, and cheer you on for a victory.
We'll try to bring home some hardware.
All right, the Railers now stand at 20-9. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We know you did not enjoy the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Joe Lee, cameraman and social media coordinator Connor Shaw, and my counterpart Josh Komnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 40, Decatur MacArthur 45. Good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cook-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-651-8046. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Missy's Sweet Shop,